Hello. Here are the several things that I do to prepare my screen for screen capture. The first is to set the screen resolution to 1280 by 720. Here's how. Right-click your screen, choose Screen Resolution, click the drop-down next to Resolution, and you can see mine is already set to 1280 by 720. I'm going to turn off that notice from the Action Center because that's one of the things I'm going to show you how to take care of in a moment. Mine is already set to 1280 by 720, but you can see that I normally run it at its highest resolution, 1920 by 1200. That would be much too large a screen to capture. I recommend 1280 by 720 because it's a widescreen 16 by 9 aspect ratio, the same one that YouTube uses for their videos. And my aim is to upload my videos to YouTube, and I want it to be high definition video, and that is the YouTube high definition 720p video. Okay, that's the setting I use. I'm going to click OK here. The second thing that you need to do is to control your screen background. You can see I have a colorful picture on here. If I intend to show anything on the screen itself, that would be distracting to my audience, so I'm going to set it to a solid color. The way to do that is to right-click the screen, choose Personalize, and the first thing I want to do is come down here and choose a Windows 7 arrow theme, and that will actually, choosing the default one will turn off the arrow features on the taskbar and the dialog boxes, that sort of transparent, translucent effect. And I want to go one step further than that. I want to click on Desktop Background, click the drop down and choose Solid Colors, and I'm going to choose this nice dark blue color here and Save Changes. Now, if you have a screensaver set, be sure to turn it off. Change your screensaver to none, as you can see mine is here. You don't want a screensaver popping up in the middle of your discourse. The next thing to do is to turn off the calendar and clock and other indicators in the system tray, the lower right part of the taskbar. Do that by moving your cursor down to the calendar, right-clicking, and choosing Properties. And you can see I can independently turn off any of these. I'm going to turn them all off. The clock, the volume, the network indicator. If you have a laptop power will be on. You need to turn that off. And the Action Center especially. That's what causes those little pop-ups, those messages on your screen. We want to get rid of those. So I'm clicking OK here, and they've all disappeared. The final thing to do is to disappear the taskbar itself. I'm going to come down here to the taskbar, right-click, choose Properties, and then Auto Hide the Taskbar, and click OK. And you can see that it disappeared, and it will stay disappeared during the course of your video capture unless you move your cursor down to within 10 pixels of the bottom of the screen, assuming that's where your taskbar is. If you move your cursor down there, the taskbar will pop up. So keep your cursor above that area and you'll have a solid blank screen to work with. Now, some of these things are only relevant if you plan on showing the desktop itself, but the two most important are setting your screen resolution to a widescreen aspect ratio, 1280 by 720, and auto-hiding the taskbar so that it's not constantly popping up and distracting your users throughout your presentation. Okay, let's summarize. Step 1. Set your screen resolution to 1280 by 720. Step 2, and this is especially important if you intend to display something on the desktop itself, choose a Windows basic color scheme and then set the background color of your desktop to a solid color. Be sure the screensaver is turned off. The next thing to do is turn off all of those indicators in the system tray. And finally, auto-hide the taskbar. If you follow those steps, you'll have better screen captures. Thanks for listening.